Okay, PB Freak here. I'm doing a review of my Spyderco Tenacious. You guys are lucky you get to see my ugly mug. Nobody gets to see me ever, really, seriously. Kind of between work and school and everything else, I don't get to go out often. I'm either working or studying, who studies? Or something. I don't ever usually leave my house lately. But, anyways, back on topic. I got this about 3 weeks ago from your corner store. I would not advise ever buying anything from them, because one, it took 5 days for them to actually ship it out to me, and that was after I emailed them. It was like in the morning I emailed them at work and told them, where's my shipping information, where's my knife? I have not gotten it yet. I paid for overnight shipping, I want my knife next day. This is kind of how it works, douchebags. So, after they didn't get back to me, I called them on my lunch break at work, and oddly enough, next day I got my knife in the mail at work. Coworkers did not like it at all. I pulled this thing out to open up a box, and they're like, dude, don't bring that to work, don't. And I was like, oh, why not? I bought it for opening boxes and shit. And he's like, no. My coworker does not like big things at all. I'm pretty sure he probably has a tiny penis too. I don't know. But he carries around a Leatherman Wave red one. It's really old. He said he's had it for like 5 years. It's got like a 1.5 inch blade. And he was like intimidated by this thing, and I was like, that's awesome. I love it. It's kind of like what I bought it for. That self-defense and opening boxes, breaking down boxes, everything. I've used it so far for breaking down boxes, opening boxes, stabbing boxes. I stabbed a dead tree in my backyard a couple times. Thing went pretty deep. It has a friggin' amazing blade. I've cut some Ethernet cable with it because I'm in IT. That's what I'm supposed to do. We had to run Ethernet cable from one corner of the building to another. Kind of just whipped this thing out, cut it, stripped the wires actually with it too. Worked really, really well. I love this thing. The specs are, it's got 8 CR 13 MOV steel. It's stainless steel too, so it's gonna be perfect as my fishing knife. It's got G10 material for the handle, which I actually like. It's kind of like diamond plated, whatever, pattern on it, so that it grips better in your hand. This little bevel here is for your thumb, finger, whatever. You're opening something, you're stabbing something, whatever. I love this knife for what I've used it for so far, and the 2 weeks I've had it. It's worked amazing. The thing I love most about it is probably this little blade. This Spyderco whole thing. It's kind of like stick finger in it, cut it, open it up, stick your other finger in it. Kind of just like stick your pinky in there, just kind of flick it out. I love this hole. It's better than using those little whatever nubs that they have on the other knives. 'Cause every time I go to use that nub, it doesn't work right. That nub, it's like my finger automatically slides off of that thing. And I know they got those whatever, excuse me, special, I guess, patterns on them so that your finger's not supposed to slide off them, but mine do. Probably because I have little tiny fingers. Small everything. I'm thin, so I don't got fat anywhere. So this little hole is better for me. It's kind of catches my fingers well. I can stick my pinky in there, flip it out this way. It works really well as my EDC nut, my everyday carry. Because what I use it for at work, probably not what it was meant to be used as, but that's what I'm using it for now. It's just opening boxes, taking boxes down so I can recycle them. I stab them every once in a while just for fun, because it's fun for me, because I got nothing else to do. But it's fun. I love this knife. When I go down I bought it with the intention that I was supposed to go down to Florida April 3rd. and to go see my grandparents. My grandpa loves to fish, so I needed a fishing knife that was small enough that I could actually carry with me all the time. I have had for the last 3 years, or 2.5, it'll probably be 3 years this September, a Victorinox multi-tool. Got it for 30 bucks. It was originally 200 at the time. I got it for 60% off because some place that I bought it at, they sell kitchen supplies to restaurants and stuff. They were going out of business, and I bought it there for 60% off. Got it for 30 bucks, 35 with tax at the time. And I was like, this is awesome, I love it. But it doesn't hold a candle to this. I don't like carrying around that thing. The thing's like 2.5, 3 pounds. It's heavy. I don't like carrying it around all the time because, one, it's a little bit awkward to have the blade out. I don't have it with me right now. One of my brothers kind of stole it from me. I don't know what the fuck they did with it, but they kind of hid it from me. But this thing's noticeably thinner than the other one. The other one's like that much thicker, and it's a cumbersome knife. This is better for me to carry around. Granted, the blade is probably a lot bigger, probably by an inch and a half, give or take, but I'll have to deal with that. It's smaller this way because this doesn't have pliers in it, all the other bullshit that's in it. I have had other knives in my lifetime, probably shitty $3, $5, $10 knives, when there used to be a fishing supply store in town by me. I used to go fishing all the time during the summer with my friends. Used to buy the shitty knives because I know I'd lose them. But they'd have like rivets instead of being able to open up the blade. They'd have rivets in them, so you couldn't even adjust the play, the action, whatever. And I'd lose them. I lost them all, almost all of them. And two of them got stolen by my friend's brother. So I don't even have them to show you. The other knife that I do have to show you is this. My old Boy Scout knife, and this doesn't even, see, it's all rusty. It was rusty after the year that I had it, and I've had this probably for 6 years. This is a shitty knife. I'm sorry, but it boasts that it's stainless steel. It's not stainless steel. I've dropped this thing in water, and it's already shitty. The other thing that I carry around with me all the time that I will not leave is this Swiss Army card. I love that thing, but if I'm in a pickle and I really need something, I'm just gonna pull this thing out. This thing's like bam. I love this knife. Probably buy another one. I got two of them. One I got from Your Corner Store, which don't ever buy from them because they suck. The other one is from Knife Works, and they were a lot better. They had my knife shipped out that day. I ordered it at like 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They had it out that afternoon, I guess. So whatever California time is, and I got it literally the next day, the day after I got this one, and I love it. I'll probably buy a third one just because it's such a nice knife, and I'll probably lose one of them when I go down to Florida. And I like to have two of everything. That's just how I work. But these knives are amazing. Whatever I've used this one for, I have not used this for anything other than kind of like bullshit stabbing my table here a couple times, which probably wasn't a good idea. You can yell at me, whatever. But I love this. If you're looking for a cheap sub $50 knife, buy this. The action, there's no action when you open it, but there's no action. There's no play when you open it, brand new. But this has play on it because I've obviously opened it up, and I've moved the clip over. But I love this knife. If you're looking for a cheap ass knife, it's not cheap quality, I mean cheap price wise, buy this. It's amazing. So that's my review.